Hi, I'm Ken, and welcome to my channel Endurance Sweat, where it's all about training hard and having fun. In this video, I'll be going over Zwift PowerUps. I'll go over what are PowerUps and describe the PowerUps, then go over how to get PowerUps and how to activate PowerUps. And stay through till the end, where I have a tip on how to discard an unneeded PowerUp, so you'll get a fresh new PowerUp when you go under that Zwift banner. I'm going to go over the free group ride and race category PowerUps in some detail, and I'll just go over a quick description of the event or race only PowerUps. First up, we have the Featherweight PowerUp. It reduces your body weight by 10% for 15 seconds. You should reserve it for really steep inclines. For example, the last few meters at 9% up to the Volcano Kom, or the 16 to 17% section up to the radio tower. And here are screen captures of those two circumstances that I talked about. Those last few meters going up to the Volcano Kom, when it gets really steep. Maybe you want to beat your buddy to the top. Well, click on that Featherweight PowerUp if you have it. And if you're climbing up to the radio tower, well, it's very steep all the way. But there's one particularly steep section at 16 and 17%, where it could really help to lose 10% of your body weight. A very useful PowerUp is the Draft Boost. It increases your draft by 50% for 30 seconds. Use it on flats and shallow descents, but only when you're drafting other riders, because if you're not drafting anyone, then this PowerUp has no impact. You might want to use it to catch your breath when you're in a pack, or at the beginning of a sprint, when you're riding behind other riders. Just another reminder, when you're using the draft boost, you have to be in the draft of other riders to get the benefit. Just ease off, take a bit of a rest. But too often, I see riders, they click on the draft boost, they end up surging ahead in front of the other riders. Why? They're not getting any benefit from the draft boost. So stay in that bunch of riders, enjoy the increased draft, and then get ready to ride hard again when the draft boost is over. Now let's talk about the Aero Boost PowerUp. It reduces your aerodynamic drag by 25% for 15 seconds. Use it at high speeds on flats and on descents, especially when you're not drafting other riders. So for example, when you're bridging up to other riders or closing the gap to riders in front of you, going down long, steep descents. And there's one particular example I want to come back to in a second. And then you can use it strategically during a sprint. Here's a couple of screenshots to illustrate examples of when to use the Aero Boost. So in the screenshot on the left-hand side, you have a rider trying to catch the rider in front. Now that would be a good time to use the Aero Boost to close that gap. And then on the screenshot on the right-hand side, you have a rider going down a steep descent. Why? This would be a good time to use the Aero Boost. Now here's this one special occasion that I mentioned when you want to use the Aero Boost. And that's when you're coming down from the radio tower and you're trying to get that 100 km/h achievement badge unlocked. Why, jump on a time trial bike and then pick up your speed. Really start hammering it when you come around that downhill stretch. Some folks will suggest that you click on the PowerUp as soon as you get to that point. I say wait till you're about a third of the way down the hill and you've really picked up a lot of speed. Then click on that Aero Boost PowerUp and really go for it with a lot of intensity. And with the Aero Boost PowerUp, there's a good chance that you might get that 100 km/h badge. It makes what seems almost impossible possible. I know it's what I needed to get that badge. Now, sometimes when you go under a banner, you won't get a PowerUp, but you'll get an XP bonus. There's the large bonus. It's 250 XP, equivalent to riding 12.5 kilometers. Frankly, I've never seen anyone get it. And then there's a small XP bonus, 10 XP, and it's equivalent to riding half a kilometer. Still welcome when you're trying to level up. So you can buy that new frame or new set of wheels that are level restricted. And now I want to go over briefly the event-only PowerUps. There's Burrito. It makes you undraftable to riders within a 2.5 meter radius of you for 10 seconds. And Ghost. Other riders can't see you for 10 seconds. So you click on that PowerUp and you really push ahead. And when you reappear on screen, you're way ahead of other riders. And now they're forced to react to catch up to you. There's Steamroller. It reduces the rolling resistance on a rough surface. So it makes a gravel road or a cobbled section equivalent to a smooth road. And finally, there's Anvil. It adds 50 kilograms to your weight for 30 seconds. Well, why would you want to do that? Well, if you're going downhill, it helps to be as heavy as you can be. Now, the thing with these event-only power-ups, the organizers of these events can choose to include all or none of these power-ups. But if you're racing, why, you can use these strategically to give you a benefit over your competitors. And now let's talk about obtaining a power-up. You get power-ups when you go through a banner, a sprint, KOM, or start-finish banner, as we'll illustrate in this short video clip. In this case, the rider got an Aero Boost. Just a quick note, if you have an unused power-up, when you go through an arch, you will not get a new one. You'll retain the power-up that you already have. Here's some information that I gleaned from Zwift Insider on PowerUp Distribution. It seems there's a 25% chance you'll get a lightweight or draft boost power-up, a 20% chance you'll get an Aero Boost, 29% you'll get a small bonus, and then a 1% chance that you'll get a large bonus. But I don't recall ever getting one of those large bonuses. To activate a power-up, there are a number of ways. On the game screen, if you have a touch screen, you can just tap on the PowerUp symbol at the top of the screen on the left-hand side. If you have a keyboard, you can tap on the spacebar to activate the PowerUp. On the companion app, on the map page, again, you can just tap on the PowerUp icon on the top left-hand corner. And on the dashboard screen, there's a bar at the bottom. And if you tap it, it will activate the PowerUp. So in this case, I'm going to use my mouse and click on the feather on my screen. And then while the PowerUp is activated, you can see the timer. There's a white bar that moves in a counterclock direction while the PowerUp is in effect. So to summarize, on the game screen, tap or click on the PowerUp icon in the top left-hand corner. If you have a keyboard, just press on the space bar. On the companion app map screen, tap on the PowerUp icon in the top left-hand corner. And on the companion app dashboard screen, tap on the bar near the bottom of the screen. Just another reminder, when you activate your PowerUp, you'll see the white circle around your PowerUp moving in a counterclock direction as the PowerUp times out. And when another rider activates a PowerUp, you'll see an icon of that PowerUp floating above the rider's head. But note, you won't see the icon of the PowerUp floating above your own head when you activate your own PowerUp. If you have a PowerUp that doesn't provide you with a lot of advantage on a route, say for example you have the Featherweight on Tempest Fugit, where there's hardly any incline, why, you probably would prefer to get Aero Boost or Draft Boost when you went under the sprint banner or the start-finish line. But you only get a new PowerUp when you don't already have one. So you could use up your PowerUp in advance of an upcoming banner. But if you've forgotten to do so and you want to get rid of it quickly, there's an opportunity to do so. On the companion app, you can tap on the garbage can at the bottom of the map screen on the action bar. Similarly, you can bring up the action bar at the bottom of the game screen and just tap and just click on the garbage can, and the PowerUp is immediately gone. So you'll get a new one when you go under the sprint banner or the start-finish line. Well, let's see what PowerUp I get. I'm going to dump this one first. I get on this banner on Tempest Fugit, and it's Draft Boost. Look, you never know what you're going to get. So you can find the PowerUp Discard action bar icon on the action bar on the bottom of the game screen. And on the companion app, you can find it on the action bar at the bottom of the map screen. Note, in either case, this action bar icon will only show up if you have a PowerUp. Otherwise, that icon will not be present. I hope you found this comprehensive guide on Zwift PowerUps to be helpful. And if you have, please click on that like button. It makes a big difference to the channel. And consider subscribing. And while you're at it, why not click on that notification bell? Until next time, train hard and have fun.